and sometimes are played with the game.
Why would these spirits be haunting this otherwise happy home? During von Prague's investigation, he senses what could be the answer.
I have a feeling that around this area, this location, was a place where there were gallows. And that might sound very, very strange, but a place where there were people that were killed.
After an hour with a boy, von Prague comes to a shocking conclusion. Justin has been seeing ghosts. Von Prague knows because he believes he's seen them too. Back in the kitchen, he explains his psychic vision to Justin's mother.
I just tuned in to see what was going on. What I picked up was, I picked up two girls. I picked up also one with long blonde hair, similar to yours but lighter.
Okay.
And I picked up there was a man holding their hands. And the man I picked up, it was very interesting because it felt like a father figure to me. And I saw a very long, drawn face.
I'm starting to.
His cheeks are much thinner.
Yeah.
Von Prague describes the spirits to a police sketch artist.
Much longer thin.
Much longer?
Much thinner.
Much thinner.
And much rounder eyes and dark.
Now, for the first time ever, the rest of the world can see the visions that have been haunting Justin.
Look at her. That's that girl in your bedroom, huh? Is that her?
Yeah.
Does that look like her?
Yeah.
I think that indeed he does see spirits in the house. He's very attuned to that energy. And his mind has not been clouded yet by society. So he's very aware, very open, very innocent, if you will.
So, what does the future hold for Justin and his real-life sixth sense? Only the spirits know for sure. And for now, they're not telling.
I looked up, and out in the hallway was a glowing light.
It was pulsating, fading in and fading out, rather than just a solid globe.
This ball just sort of started to raise up. It was about half the size of a basketball. It just grew slightly larger, a little bit smaller, moved off to the wall, and just disappeared.
For as long as she can remember, Linda Davis claims that she's been able to see spirits from beyond the grave.
There's just things that I've seen that I can't really explain why I see them.
Inside this abandoned house, deep within the basement, Linda encounters luminous entities known as orbs. Spheres of glowing energy believed to be spirits returning to the physical world.
And there it went right up her arm. It went right up her arm, right to the ceiling.
I can feel when there are orbs around. It's like I get a tingling up my spine.
There's one went right past her fingertips. There comes another one down, and it's going left, going over to the top of the steps.
Renowned parapsychologist Dr. Andrew Nichols has investigated more than 600 cases of the paranormal. Dr. Nichols carefully examines the home.
I was able to take both a temperature measurement and electromagnetic field measurement of a couple of the orbs, and they are emitting a very high electromagnetic field, and they're about 10 degrees hotter than the surrounding environment, which indicates to me that they're essentially a ball of energy.
Nichols believes that the magnetic field causes people with psychic abilities to be even more sensitive.
Right in front of her coming. Yeah, Linda.
Happily, the house is no longer abandoned, and the new owners are interested in further exploring this vital link to the world beyond. Some of the most mysterious orbs ever witnessed are here in Colorado's Black Forest.
My house is different from other houses because mine's kind of haunted.
The man who captured them on videotape is this boy's father, Steve Lee.
I've never been exposed to anything like this, paranormal or otherwise, so, we really didn't have a clue as to what was going on.
Steve's journey into the supernatural begins innocently enough. In 1992, he and his family moved into what they thought was their dream house. But soon after, their dream took a frightening turn.
We went on the hunting trip for like 10 days up in the mountains with the whole family. And when we got back, that's when things really started to happen. noticed that the furniture was not in the same spot. We was hearing voices, shadowy figures that you're not really sure if you're seeing or not. The boys were really terrified because of the fact they didn't know who it was, and I didn't know who it was.
Determined to prove that these events were man-made, Steve installed high-tech security cameras around his property. But the images they captured were unlike anything he'd seen. Small orbs are videotaped floating through different parts of the house.
I don't have a clue, and still don't have a clue as to what it is.
Then outside, Steve tapes larger orbs that are even harder to explain. Notice how they fly around the trees and even change direction. Steve believes that these orbs are not created by flashlights or any known camera trick. But the most amazing discovery is yet to come. One night, while Steve and his family are sleeping, a camera is left running. This is what it records. The most incredible orb ever caught on tape. Its astonishing size, brightness, and detail seem to defy scientific explanation. Dr. Michael Coots consults with police on occult activities. He visits Steve's home and agrees with him. It holds some disturbing mysteries.
When I'm out here at night, I feel almost as if I'm being watched, that there are other people, or energy, if you will, around me. There's a sensation of awareness and of power of energy.
After witnessing these eerie events, do Steve and his family ever think about leaving the Black Forest?
We decided long ago that we would not let anything chase us from here or run us from our house, whether it be man-made or otherwise.
So Steve continues to videotape the ghostly glows that surround his house in the hopes that one day he'll discover who or what might be visiting from the spirit world.
And when I looked over at the mirror, there was this fog, kind of like smoke. It was cold.
And the mist was above me on the steps. It was definitely female. I don't know how I can say that because it was a mist and not a human form.
I knew right then that I'd seen a ghost because there's no other way you can explain that.
Alton, Illinois may look like a typical Midwestern city.
Spirits of the light, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight, come out tonight. Spirits of the light, won't you come out tonight?
But it harbors a frightening secret. It's the site of what could be the most haunted house in North America. Welcome to the McPike Mansion. Built in 1869, the now abandoned house is shrouded in legends of violence and fear.
There was supposed to be a lady that was either drowned or murdered in the bathtub.
There's been folklore that somebody hung themselves there.
The woman that haunted it had been somebody that her husband had been killed in the Civil War.
Regardless of what is fact or fiction, residents and paranormal experts believe the house is haunted.
We think that there are at least 10 spirits here.
And they think the spirits have gathered in the basement. With walls of brick and limestone, these rooms can't be reached by sunlight. So the best way to film paranormal activity here is with an infrared camera.
Yeah, this is actual.
This is the wine cellar.
The wine cellar.
This is where she gets most activity.
Dr. Renee Horath and a group of fellow researchers descend into the basement with their video cameras rolling. What they experienced, they'll never forget.
We were kind of chatting and just walking around, and suddenly we walked into a different room, and there was a very, very thick mist. It almost looked like a thick smoke.
Oh my God, I can see it moving right around in front of me.
Is this just a freak of nature?
I can't see it on the video.
Or the physical manifestation of a ghost?
Oh my God, okay. I'm recording. I am on record.
Oh, well, you can really see it now.
I could feel it even through my clothing. I could feel it. Felt like feathers were brushing against my body.
Oh, big time, miss. Big time. Big time.
Renee and the other witnesses dismissed the theory that the mist is humidity or some other substance of this world.
Almost quit. Did you get it?
If it were mist, we figured it would leave condensation on our lenses of our cameras. You would feel it on your skin, on your clothes, but there was nothing like that. It felt electric.
Oh my gosh.
Even harder to explain is the way the mist moves around the basement, as if it has a will of its own.
Oh my gosh. Oh, and you know what? I can see it changing directions. Now, as witnesses on this room was clear when we left it. Right. It was totally clear when we left it just a few minutes ago.
Then, as quickly as it materialized, the mist vanishes.
Is it still mist?
A little bit.
Not hardly at all, by comparison. Right.
What exactly did Renee and the others encounter down in the basement of the McPike mansion?
I think the mist is definitely a very huge entity. It has a lot of strength.
Whatever it is, it's clear that the mystery of this haunted house is far from being solved. Tonight, we've witnessed shocking images that suggest a world beyond the one we can see and touch. But it's a world that doesn't always welcome our prying eyes. Do spirits really walk among us? No one knows for sure. But who can ignore the videotaped evidence of what many claim are the world's scariest ghosts caught on tape?